meal preppers, welcome back to Sweet Peas and Saffron. I'm Denise and I am sharing easy meal prep recipes to give you your time back during the week. Today I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can fit meal prep into your busy schedule. So the first strategy that I use when I'm short on time is to just portion things out. So some of my favorite recipes, and I use this term very loosely to portion out, are trail mix, overnight oats, vegetables and hummus or any kind of dip, and snack boxes, which is basically go into your fridge, pick out some cheese and some meat or some sort of protein and put it in a little bento box with some vegetables. Now today I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to just portion things out, and that is into frozen smoothie packs. So for frozen smoothie packs, I like to use 1 pint mason jars. This means that I don't need to use a plastic bag, I don't need to throw anything out, and we can just pour the smoothie into the jar that we freeze it in. So it's not any extra dishes either. So to a 1 pint mason jar, I'm going to add a cup of frozen mango cubes, a handful of spinach. I'm not even really measuring this out, I just kind of smush it in. I like to add a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract because it really helps to mask the flavor of the greens. Even if you have something really bitter like kale, this helps a lot. And now we're going to add our little smoothie boosters. So I'm just going to be adding chia seeds and a little bit of ground flax, but you can go crazy. You can add whatever your favorite smoothie add-ins are. So I'm going to put the lid on and pop these in the freezer. They're good for up to 3 months. And when I go to make my smoothie, I'm just going to add a bit of my blending liquid, give it a good shake up, and everything should come right out into the blender. If you find that you have a little bit of stuff left in the bottom of the jar, you can give it a second shake up with your blending liquid. Now, the key for these is to make sure that you don't let the fruit thaw at all. So just make sure you put your frozen fruit in and pop it back in the freezer as soon as you can. Otherwise, you might have some issues getting it out. And that's it for our mango smoothie packs. So the second strategy that I use when I'm short on time for meal prep is just to wash and chop stuff. That's very vague, but I'm mostly referring to vegetables and fruit. So some of my favorite things to wash and chop, I like to pre-rice cauliflower, and it's good in the fridge for up to 10 days after you rice it. It makes it so much quicker when you go to cook it up. I love to pre-chop vegetables for roasting. Some of my favorite vegetables for roasting are zucchini, bell peppers, cauliflower, broccoli, onions. I have a lot of favorite vegetables, really. Another great tip is to pre-wash and shred your lettuce or kale. So I find that the hardy lettuce keeps really well, so romaine is a great choice. I'm not so sure about the really delicate leafy greens. They might not keep as well. You can also pre-wash and chop salad components so that when you go to throw your salad together at dinner, you just toss them all together. So much easier. So today for this category, I'm going to be spiralizing a zucchini and a carrot. So to spiralize my zucchini, I like to work in 2 batches normally. So I'll cut it in half in the middle and work my way through it. I like to store my zucchini in a paper towel lined meal prep container. For the carrots, I purchased a jumbo Chinese carrot. I don't know if you guys can find this at your grocery store. It is huge and it's perfect for spiralizing. So I'm going to work in batches on this one as well and just work my way through the carrot. And for the carrot, I like to place a damp paper towel over top of it, as carrot is a little more prone to drying out. So one tip for zucchini noodles is to just give them a little rough chop after you spiralize. Otherwise you can end up with like 2-foot-long zucchini noodles. Okay, our third category for meal prep recipes when you're short on time are the assemble but don't cook category. This is kind of like a really broad category. It includes chicken marinades, it includes freezer crock pot meals, freezer instant pot meals, basically anything that you can throw together and cook at a later time. So rather than run through this whole list of recipes that you could make in this category, I'm going to send you to my site. I have a ton of recipes that you can assemble ahead and cook later. But today I'm going to show you how to cook freezer crock pot chicken fajitas. So I'm going to be using a reusable silicone bag for this, and I will link you to the ones that I am using below. So to our bag, we are going to be adding 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 cup of fire roasted tomatoes. Now you notice that I put in frozen chicken breasts. I'm going to be popping this back in the freezer, so I'm just going to add all my ingredients really quickly, squeeze out the air, squish it all together, and pop it back in the freezer. When I go to cook these crock-pot chicken fajitas, I will thaw completely, dump it in the slow cooker, press low for 4 to 5 hours, and that's it. So easy. We are halfway to dinner already. Okay, our fourth and final strategy for meal prep recipes when you're short on time is to cook a big batch of something. Cooking a big batch can be super easy, especially if you own a crock pot or an Instant Pot. Some ideas include a big batch of sweet potatoes, a big batch of chickpeas or black beans. You can cook a big batch of chicken breasts. You can cook a whole chicken in the Instant Pot, and then you can take these ingredients and use them in multiple recipes through the week. So throwing these recipes together often takes 5 minutes or less, and today I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes. So today we're going to make a big batch of steel-cut oats in the Instant Pot. So to my Instant Pot, I'm going to add 1 cup of steel-cut oats. Make sure that you're not using quick cooking steel-cut oats. And we're also going to add 3 cups of water, some cinnamon, and some vanilla. Stir it all up and set it to pressure cook for 3 minutes. Now we're going to let the Instant Pot steel-cut oats naturally depressurize for about 15 to 20 minutes and then portion them out. So altogether this took us under 5 minutes of effort. So those are our 4 meal prep strategies when we're short on time. Now on my blog I have 60 recipes that you can prep when you are short on time, and they all fall into these different categories. So if you're looking for more easy meal prep ideas, head over to the blog and check them out. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video. I'm showing you my weekly meal prep routine, the recipes I make every week, and tips to get your meal prep done efficiently. You just sniffled. Get it out of your system. Okay, ready? Sometimes I'm just like blah, 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 blah. Cut.